Hey guys, Paul here with the Spirits channel. I'm out here tonight engaging in one of my other hobbies. I'm definitely into the paranormal and spirits. But one of the things I've also done, probably since the late 80s, but particularly into the 90s, was actually sky watching. I do consider myself a bit of a ufologist, or at least an amateur ufologist. And this is one of the places that I come when I skywatch. This is some buildings, some office buildings up the road from me. But as you can see, it has a really clear shot of the skyline all the way around. And last November, I was up here, and right where that light is right there, that little building, right up in there, there was a star. And right by the star, 3 lights lit up out of nowhere in a sideways triangular formation. They were just there for about 30 seconds, and then they just faded out. They didn't move. They didn't go anywhere. So this was a spot where I actually saw some interesting phenomenon that I didn't know what it was. And another one I saw the next night I went out, I didn't see anything. I usually come up here in the couple of parks by my house and just watch the sky. And when I got home the next night, there were actually 2 lights right over my backyard, and they just faded out. At first I thought they were stars, but I didn't remember seeing stars that big and that bright ever over my backyard. And inevitably they just, I don't know why I'm losing focus here. There we go. Inevitably they just faded out, like the 3 triangular, the 3 lights in the sideways triangular formation I'd seen, over in there. So tonight I'm out on a sky watch. It's a crystal clear night, as you can see. No clouds. And I'm going to be going between here and the parks I go to. The one park is it's always abandoned. It's pitch black down there. But I usually go back and forth and I watch the skies. I always feel particularly drawn to up here, so I think I'm going to be here quite a bit tonight. I think I'm going to be out for about an hour and a half, 2 hours or so. But I get back in focus here. I wanted to make this little intro explaining what I'm doing, because tonight I'm going to try an experiment, and I'm going to pull a couple of the apps up on my phone. Probably the Spain Paranormal that I had the interesting experience with in the backyard the other day, and maybe the Ghost Tube Vox. But I'm going to try 1 or 2 apps I'm going to pull up on the phone with the experiment to see if we could get possible extraterrestrial communication or words from possible extraterrestrials through ITC means. Now this is possible, because if there are extraterrestrials out there, whether they're from another planet, another dimension, well, we all know that they can certainly interact with or interfere with electronic devices. So I'm going to see if we can get some words and phrases that maybe indicate that we're speaking to something extraterrestrial through ITC experiments. One single star up there. Or maybe it's a UFO. But you're not going to see me on camera because I'm going to just have them on my phone, like I did in the backyard the other day, and just see what comes through. I don't want to have I was going to bring spirit boxes and all that with me, and speakers and amps, but it's just too cumbersome when you're out looking at the sky, or it's kind of cold out, so I'll be in the car kind of looking through the windshield, and unless I see something interesting, then I'll step out. A good way to get myself possibly abducted, right? But especially being out here all by myself. But I'm going to try the ITC experiments, and I'm going to see if any voices come through, any words, any phrases that will claim to be extraterrestrial tonight. So just showing you that I'm out here. I'm going to be sky watching. Maybe I'll take a couple of shots in the parks when I'm down there. We'll see. But I got to prep for this mentally and spiritually. Again, always make sure you're as safe as you can be when doing this kind of work, whether it's spirits or other unknown entities that may be out there, interdimensional, interplanetary, or otherwise. So I'm going to do that, and then get on with the sky watching and run the ITC experiments. So I'll see you guys in a couple of minutes. Thanks for joining me tonight. All right, guys, I finished the prep. It's pretty dark out now. I'm still at the office buildings over in the one corner where there's not so many street lights overlooking the horizon I was showing you. And I'm near the spot where if I look out of the driver's side window where I saw the three lights last November. So it's pretty chilly out. I got the heat in the car going. You may hear that in the background. Got my binoculars and other tools ready, but while I'm here watching the skyline, I'm going to try out an ITC experiment with the Spain Paranormal ITC Box 2. And when I switch location in a little bit, I'll pull up one of the other apps, maybe the Ghost Tube Vox, and see what happens there. But let's fire this app up, excuse me, and see what happens. And I'm asking tonight, are there any extraterrestrial presences out there that can hear me, that know I'm here watching and looking, scanning the night sky? Is there anyone out there that can interact with this device and let me know that you're there as well? Turning on the device now, asking, are there any friendly extraterrestrial intelligences who would be able to communicate with me tonight through this device? Sorry for Is there anyone out there who knows that I'm watching and waiting? And if there is anyone out there, could you tell me where you're from, please? from another planet or another dimension? Could you tell me that? And could you tell me, please, what were the three lights I saw here last November? Who and what was that? Could you tell me, please? And could you tell me, please, what were the two bright lights in the sky in my backyard the very next night? And why did someone choose to show me themselves twice last November? Was there a reason that happened? Can you tell me if I'll see any UFO activity in the skies tonight? And where do you prefer me to be when I watch the skies? Here at the office buildings or in the parks? And could you tell me, the lights I saw last November, were they friendly? And if anyone is communicating with me through this device tonight, are you friendly or are you hostile? And begin, could you tell me where you're from, please? And could you tell me, please, will there be full disclosure on the Earth soon? Will we all know that you're really there? Some people hypothesize that some UFOs are angelic in nature. I believe this myself. Could you confirm or deny that? Are some lights we see in the sky angelic in nature? Is there anything else you can share with me before I end this segment of the ITC experiments? Do you want me to go to the park now? That sounded like a very clear yes. All right, I'm ending this segment of the experiment, and I will change location and continue with a different app. If anyone left a word or a message here, any extraterrestrials or high celestials, I thank you and I do appreciate it. All right, signing off for now. Alright guys, as you can see, I'm in the dark park. Can't really see the sky through the camera, but there's a pretty good skyline out there over those treetops. And then of course over that way, those lights right there, that's I think part of the office buildings I just came from. But it's really dark down here if I turn off the car. Wait for the lights to go off. You'll see it's very pitch black here. It's waiting for the interior lights to go off. But I'll be starting the car back up because it's actually pretty freezing cold out here tonight. As you can see again over there. So I'm going to turn on the Vox. Alright guys, I changed location. I'm now at the park. You can see it's pretty dark out there. And point the camera up at the sky. You can't really see much through the camera, but I could see if there were any lights out there. And I'm going to see how things fare with the Ghost Tube Vox as I sit here and watch the sky a little bit. So let's turn on the Vox. And ask again, are there any extraterrestrial intelligences out there tonight? Friendly extraterrestrial intelligences who could communicate with me through this device. If so, again, could you tell me who you are and where you're from?
I assisting with
And will you possibly show me your craft tonight in the night sky? So here I am in my car overlooking the horizon, and as I said, I didn't really see anything in the sky tonight, or I would have whipped out my camera and tried to get a shot of it. Over there above that those pine trees is where I saw the lights last November. So I wasn't really successful in seeing anything in the sky, but hopefully we got some interesting ITC radio EVPs. It did sound like some things came through. I'm not sure what it was till I go back in and listen and translate. But I hope you all enjoyed this little sky watching adventure with me. And if you guys like it, we'll definitely do this again when I'm out doing some sky watching, and I'll pull out some ITC tools or apps and see what happens. Alright, thanks for watching everybody, and I'll see you in the next video. Love and light. If I can ever turn the camera off here, nothing seems to work. Thanks for watching, everybody.